Gene Rose, I really like this assignment, but I'm not too happy because I just ate supper and I'm really craving dessert, and having to grade and provide feedback on this is very painful, and I want not virtual brownies, I want real brownies, and I want ice cream as well. This is a really interesting assignment. I really like it. I like the practical nature of this, and I've got an idea or two here about the enormity of the workload of grading this. Putting students together, having them kind of come up with the gross profit of this is a really great idea, and it looks like a really fun assignment. Now, not using team software, something that you may want to consider is if your IT department or whatever that's called has kind of some how-to or onboarding software that you may want to put in at the beginning of the semester and maybe throw in 5 extra credit points if they read it and know how to use Teams and could be a team leader for their group to lead teams. That might be a possibility. I've done that, and it's always been welcome because there's always somebody in the group that knows how to do it. And if you throw out 5 extra points at the beginning, it kind of makes sure everybody's on board, and it helps the project flow better. And ultimately, you want them to not learn how to use Teams. You want them to learn how to create the profit and the cost of these goods as opposed to learning how to use Teams. So that's one strategy to get around that. It is time consuming. So here's one possibility that you might consider. Whenever I have a project like this, I sometimes put them together in groups. Like if I had 30 people and 10 groups of 3, I might combine them in groups of 3 and in one group of 4, and then have each group grade the other group's work. Just kind of pass it around. A grades B, B grades C, C grades A, and then they submit their group grade to you. So instead of grading 10 projects, you're grading 3 group projects, and then they've graded it themselves. That gives them not only exposure on looking at what somebody else did and grading it off of a rubric or a correct set of data, but it also then cuts down on grading for you. So what I would do is I'd say, okay, the deadline is Sunday night at midnight. Well, then on Monday morning for the group, then I email out the correct answers and have the groups then grade the projects. I've already got it, so they can't fudge on that, right? And then it lets them look at the right answer, assess it, and they kind of, in a sense, become your GAs or TAs and do the grading for you. That's one possibility. Now, depending on how well the assignment is constructed, would determine whether you could do that or not. But this is an outstandingly put together assignment. You've got even the price of eggs, which is exactly what I paid for medium eggs yesterday morning at the grocery store, $1.29. And you figured all this out, and you have kind of a click and tap Word doc here. So I would save myself time doing that by showing them what a completed one looks like, and let them have at it. But this is a really, really good assignment. I really like what you did, and thank you so much for your work.